This man riding his bicycle to a job interview. So he leaves the bicycle standing in front of a house, while he rings the doorbell to announce his arrival. Suddenly, a car approaches with the driver honking his horn. And when he gets out of the car, he starts being ignorant by asking if the bicycle is the boy's, kicking it out of the way. He says it's in the way of parking his car. He asks how the man can do this, but the man ends up finding it strange that the boy knows his name, and he explains that the two studied together, but the man denies it by saying he doesn't even remember the boy. The boy replies that they studied together in college. However, the man doesn't care about the matter, and just orders him to get the bike out of his way at once, because he has a job interview. Even though he is mistreated like that, he still moves the bicycle out of the way, because he doesn't want to cause any trouble. The driver gets into his luxury car, only to get the car further ahead. He did all this because of his arrogance and prepotency. He rings the bell and says he will be the first to enter. Minutes earlier, the boss is in the room when her employee knocks on the door. He enters the room and greets her, and explains that two people will arrive for a job interview, and asks how she will do it, because the room is under construction. But the boss explains that the contractor will stay in her office. She says that lately she is only traveling because of work, so her office is mostly empty. She asks how soon the candidates will arrive, and the employee explains that it will be 30 minutes. She thanks him and says that she will start getting organized. When she is alone, she talks to herself that she was in need of someone to help in the company, because there is too much work and she is getting overloaded. 30 minutes later, the employee greets the two candidates and asks if they both have resumes. One of the candidates did. But the more arrogant one says that he is not used to taking a resume and always sends it by email, because he is a more updated and technological person. The employee then says that the boss is waiting for the candidates in the room, and they can go in now. After explaining where the boss's office is, he says that they should knock on the door before entering. While the woman was in the room, she hears knocking on the door, and goes to open it for the candidates who have arrived. When the two meet, they recognize each other in the same instant, quickly embracing. The man is amazed that she owns that company. The two take advantage of that little moment to kill a little of the city, because they are very friendly. Then she makes room for the other candidate to enter. She continues to talk with her friend about their college days, that they very close when they were together. The woman eventually asks what he is doing at her company, and he replies that he is there for the job interview. And he says he's even happier to see her in front of the company. The other candidate then hands over his resume, saying that he is also up for the job interview. The man says that he sent his resume by email, because he finds it too outdated to hand it in on paper. Then the two talk about life again, seeming to forget about this job interview. The man then asks her if she will look at his resume. The woman then says that she is very good friends with the man there, and that is why the position has already been filled by him. And the man also adds that the way he dresses is also better, because he dresses with more class. The boy tries to argue that he went to college, and that he is qualified for this position. They ask where he studied. And the boy replies that he studied with both of them. But the two friends don't remember this. The young man keeps insisting that the woman take a look at his resume. But she says that since he needs service so badly, she has an opening, but it's for a cleaner. He tries to explain that he is already a college graduate. But she says that if he is in need, this is the position he has. He only asks her to look at his resume, but she refuses, saying that the position has already been filled. She says that she can't talk, because she is very busy at the moment. Then the young man ends up accepting the position. The woman says that he can look for her employee, because he will assist in the hiring. After that, the young man thanks her and leaves the room, while his friends in the room get back to their business, forgetting about the guy who left the room. She tells him that the man is already hired. Then they talk about their lives again. The woman says that her life is very busy and she is working all the time. But she is happy that at least she is making a lot of profit with her company. Then she starts talking about work, intending to explain to her friend all the trades of the job. She explains that while the room is being renovated, he will stay in the room with her. The woman offers him her place for the man to sit, so he can start training for the job. She explains everything to her friend, about the meeting she has with her partners, and she needs this spreadsheet for the meeting. She asks him not to make any mistakes on the spreadsheet, because she needs it right. Then the man asks how many days she needs it to be delivered. The boss just laughs, saying that he is a joker since he was in college. Then she says she needs the spreadsheet ready in an hour, and asks if he can do it. The man quickly says that he can. She then explains that she is going to take care of a few things, and then comes back to the room, and he can call her if he needs anything. After that, she leaves the room and the man is left alone. But when he is alone in the room, he reveals his desperation, having no idea how he is going to get all that spreadsheet done in an hour. Minutes later, he hasn't even started to do the work, and he doesn't know if he will get it done in the allotted time. He's been there for 40 minutes, and he hasn't gotten anything done. He has no idea how he should proceed. But he gets the idea to call his college friends, because they will surely be able to help. As soon as his friend answers the call, they greet each other. But his friend interrupts him by saying that he is very busy and cannot talk. He then apologizes for being in the way, and ends the call after saying goodbye. The man then decides to call another friend from college. And they greet each other cheerfully. He tells her that he needs her help, and asks if she can talk. But she can't talk either, because she is busy at the doctor's. He apologizes again and also ends the call, after saying goodbye. His desperation starts to grow even more, as he has no idea who can help him with this spreadsheet. He ends up having the idea of calling another friend, believing that he will be able to help with his problem. As soon as he answers, he greets him again with excitement, and says that he won't even ask if he is busy, because he just wants to ask a question. And you ask if he can help you with an Excel spreadsheet. But the call is terminated at the same moment. He calls his friend, but there is no answer. While he is lamenting, the janitor is nearby sweeping the living room floor. Angry, the man asks what he is doing there, and he just explains that he is cleaning. The janitor says that he needs to clean, because it is his job obligation. But the man says that the noise of the broom is bothering him, ordering him to get a cloth and clean his desk. As he is out of cloth, the man then orders the cleaner to fetch water for him, shouting for him to be quick. The cleaner tries to explain that this is not his job, but the man doesn't want to hear him, just ordering him to go get his water immediately, since he is the one running the place. With no choices, the cleaner goes to get his water, knowing that he cannot lose his job. Moments later, he knows that his spreadsheet didn't look very good, but that's what he managed to do. Soon after, the cleaner comes back with the man's glass of water, who tells him to hurry up, because he is thirsty. As soon as he drinks from the water, he accuses the cleaner of putting poison in the water, saying that people like the cleaner are like that. He says that he is disgusted by the water because it has chlorine in it. While he is complaining to himself, the cleaner goes back to doing his job of cleaning the room. He also apologizes to the man, and promises that it won't happen next time. Soon after, the boss walks back into the room, and asks if he has finished the spreadsheet she asked for. The man then says that it is ready and that it is perfect, just the way she expected. But when she checks the spreadsheet as she picks it up, she questions whether the man is playing with her. She complains about his work, saying that it is very bad, and full of mistakes. The janitor tries to call out to her, but the boss ignores him and continues to argue with the man about the bad job he did. She wonders what she is going to do, because in 20 minutes she has a meeting with her partners. The man tries to say that he did his best, and there is nothing wrong with the spreadsheet. But she doesn't believe him. Again, the janitor calls her and says that he can do the spreadsheet if she wants. But she refuses, saying that he doesn't understand this subject because it's a serious matter. But he explains that he is a graduate, as he said, and that he can do the spreadsheet. The man tries to contest, but the boss tells him to be quiet. Then he looks at the wrong spreadsheet to see if he can do it in 20 minutes, which is the time the boss needs to start the meeting. The cleaner confirms that he can do it, and the boss asks the other man to excuse himself from the chair. He objects to the boss's attitude, not believing that she will let the cleaner do it, but the boss makes it clear that she is the boss of that company, and orders him to get up immediately. Then the boss tells him that he has 20 minutes to do the spreadsheet, and that she is going to leave to talk to the partners and then come back for the spreadsheet. Before leaving the room, she makes it clear how disappointed she is with her friend. While the cleaner is making the spreadsheet, the man is confident that he won't make it. But the cleaner is confident that he will succeed. And he asks the man to fetch him some ice water, who immediately refuses, not wanting to do this job because he thinks he is too superior for it. But the cleaner says that he is now sitting in the chair, and that is the man's obligation. No choices, he will do as ordered, and the cleaner goes back to his work. 10 minutes later, he finishes his spreadsheet at the same time the man returns with his water, leaving him quite surprised that he is finished. He asks permission to look at the worksheet, not thinking it possible that he is finished. The boss enters the room, wanting to know what is going on. And the janitor explains that he finished the spreadsheet, making her very happy with the news. Then she sits down at her desk to check his work, being pleased to see that it was a perfect job. She compliments his work and congratulates him on it. She says that the spreadsheet is perfect, unlike her friend, who made a horrible spreadsheet. The boss apologizes for having doubted the other's potential and asks if he wants to work as her advisor. He immediately accepts, saying that it will be an honor. But the man interrupts, saying that the position is his, that the boss has already given him the job. But the boss says that the cleaner is really a quality professional, unlike the man, who proved to be different. The man then questions how she has the courage to do this, and how their friendship will turn out. Meanwhile, the woman says that her new advisor made a perfect spreadsheet for her. And she says that if the man wants a job opening, there is still a janitor's position, and they can switch jobs. But the man also needs a job, so he accepts the position of janitor. Then the boss says that they can switch, so he will be her new advisor, and her friend will be the cleaner. She welcomes him and the new aide thanks him for the opportunity. The boss asks him to send her the spreadsheet, so she can print it out in the meeting room. And then tells the other to get the cleaner's clothes. She then leaves the room to go to her meeting, leaving the two men in the room. What is your rating for this video? Leave your opinion in the comments.